I'm driving to work right now, but in the next full-length video I'm going to be discussing one of the stories in my book, The Price of Change, that comes out of Essays and More Straight from the Pen. But in it, I discuss all of the events and stuff that surrounded the trial and the actual charges I went to prison for, and other different aspects. Some things that's really not known. And pardon that beeping, that's my radar detector that comes in handy occasionally. But there's a lot of things that occur in the course of criminal prosecution that a lot of people, they're just not aware of, and some stuff is really underhanded, which now in recent years, with so many people being let out of prison because of it being proven that the prosecution falsified evidence, and when they rigged the trial, they like in my case, they paid somebody to testify and she just got up there and lied. And they make deals where they threaten people into saying what they want them to say, or otherwise they threaten to put them in prison for the rest of their life. And I had a friend, I read all his paperwork, and man, some of this stuff is just notorious. And we expect the criminal justice to be just, but it's not. A lot of it is unjust. Don't get me wrong, there are a lot of honorable people on all sides of the law. Just like in prison, there's a lot of good people who go to prison, but and there's also a lot of really, really bad ones who have no business being in a humane society because they're inhumane. A lot of cruel, ruthless people, where they torture people and all kind of horrendous things. But that's the minority of people who are in, just like it's the minority of people who get out that commit horrendous crimes. It used to be something like less than 0.5% of people who get out of prison and actually commit a bad crime again. The vast majority get out and they try to do like I've done, just blend back into society, try to do the right thing, and then to live a different life. But unfortunately, same way I done many times, what always drove me back was I'd revert to my old behavior that dealt with with my addiction issues and stuff, and it would lead me right straight back to prison. But this time I've stayed clean, and then that's why I have stayed out here, and I try to live a different life. And the life I live today, I try to let it be an inspiration to others, just to show you can make it out here if that's what you really want to do. And if you're, even if people who've never been to prison, if they're struggling with issues and things are going on in their life, and sometimes it just seems like you're never going to get through it, but just sometimes we just have to stand the pain and keep moving forward. But at any rate, right now I'm back at my employer, and I'm fixing to have to go in here and work for a living. One day I'll be able to retire and then make real money. Thanks for listening.